Good morning, Bulldog family. I hope this video finds you excited to get the school year started. While we don't know everything that's going to come our way, we do know what we need to teach our students when they do get here. So the purpose of this video is to make you aware or remind you of a resource that you have available to you whenever you are doing your planning and getting ready for your students. So this resource that I'm talking about is TEKS Resources, and our district uses TEKS Resources as an online curriculum management system to help us support the implementation of the TEKS. So TEKS Resource System, it provides many tools that can be used for lesson planning, activity development, data analysis, and assessment creation. But this video is going to focus on lesson planning and activity development tools so that it can help you, if you need it, get ready for the beginning of the year. So I'm going to first start out by showing you how to access TEKS Resources. Again, if you go through ClassLink, you should have a TEKS Resource System app. So when you find that, you can just select it. Just click OK there. So once you get logged into TEKS Resource System, this should be your home page. The easiest way for me to get to these planning tools is to use this quick search. So you select your grade level, and I'm going to use 8th grade, subject area, science. That's what I'm familiar with. So once you select your grade and your subject, you can search, and then it's going to take you to all the different tools that are available. So the first one that I want us to look at is the year at a glance. This is where you can find a already made scope and sequence. A lot of the campus principals require or should require that teachers turn in a scope and sequence at the beginning of the year. In order to access it, you just click on the link, it opens it up, you can print it out, you can save it down so that you can use this for your planning. Okay, so that's one of the tools that's available. The next tool is the TEKS verification document, and it's at this link right here. And again, we're at 6 weeks. I'm going to open it up. And basically, this is just a document that you can use with your year at a glance, which lists out the student expectations for the grade level and content area, and it indicates which student expectation is a direct teach or is an ongoing teaching. And so you can see that here for this document, and it goes by 6 weeks, and it just breaks down all of that information for you. Okay, the next tool is the instructional focus document, and this one can be a little bit overwhelming. So this one, whenever you're looking at it, you can pick and choose what you like out of it and what you find helpful. So if you click on the instructional focus document link, it's going to open up to all the different units. And I'm just going to select this unit 1. And as you can tell, it's, it's a pretty lengthy document here. But there's a lot of good information, especially if you're teaching a subject for the first time. It can give you a lot of background information about what students, should come to you knowing. Gives you, if you are a STAR, readiness standards and what is possibly tested on the STAR test. What students should know. So like by the end of the 8th grade, what do they need to know? And if you can keep scrolling, there's lots of information. I like this one here, misconceptions kind of gives you a heads up of where students can go wrong, and so you can maybe prevent those misconceptions from happening. Then it also provides a unit vocabulary. This is usually a little bit more extensive than the vocabulary that is in our textbooks, but it goes directly with the unit. And also has some related vocabulary that can also be very important. This next section is just filled with all different types of information, and you can see that all of these things can link to other documents. So again, not wanting to go through this entirely, but just wanted to show you that it is available for you, and there's lots of different resources here. So the last tool that I want to show you is going to be under resources, and this one is called the COVID implementation gap, or I've been calling it the COVID gap, but this is a COVID gap implementation tool. And basically what this tool does is it will show you what students possibly missed or were not taught in completion last year due to us being out on COVID break. So you can click, there's 3 different tools. There's a implementation tool, there's the instructions on how to read the tool, and there's a quick guide. So I'm just going to open up this quick guide. This can be very helpful in just giving you an idea of, what did my students this year, what did they miss, what do I need to either go back and reteach, or what do I need to spend a little bit more time on as I am looking at my scope and sequence. So here it's going to show you, basically, so your 6th graders, this is what they possibly missed and would need to know coming to you in the 6th grade. And so it gives you the standards there. 7th graders, what they possibly missed in the 6th grade, and what that relates to in the 7th grade. And the same thing, 7th graders going into 8th graders. So here it says previous grade level concepts affected by school closures. So it's just a really good overview of what students possibly missed. I want to look at one more document underneath resources, and it's the actual implementation tool. Over. And this first part is just explaining what the tool is and how it's meant to be used. It'll give you a quick key on how to read the implementation tool, but it is pretty user friendly. But it shows you, in which unit there is a possible gap, and it shows you what for that grade level, like what unit that's going to be from, and what standard it's going to be related to. So I wanted to share that with you, wanted you to know that it was out there for you to use. And if any of you need help or have questions about TEKS resources or how to access any of these documents, please feel free to reach out.